Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Thursday, which means it is time for us to finally get the fuck back to Log Horizon Season 2. Oh, boy. So, in our last episode, fucking, ya boys went down to the raid zone, and they're heading there now, and they're gonna go to the big dumb waterfall where all the gold comes from, and Mr. Democracy is definitely 110% going to betray Shiro at some point. Why the fuck did they bring him? Like, if you have the choice between going to a raid with, like one fewer person than you're supposed to, and one person that's absolutely fucking garbage, I'd rather just take the L and just go, like, no, we'll go understaffed. Like, fuck, my dude. Shit. But I guess that's how we do, and I'm actually curious how they're going to do this, since the time dilation that they had when it was just a video game no longer exists. So that raid is actually them probably going to be gone for like a week and a half, like real time for them, and we're gonna have a bunch of shit happening back in town. So I guess they're gonna spend the entire season in the raid. I don't know. The way you guys were describing it in the comments was kind of fucking weird, but I do appreciate the fact that a lot of you were just tiptoeing around fucking spoilers. I appreciate that. So let's get in here and let's see what happened, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh, and there's the banner. The Silver Sword banner. This means we get the world first, right? Suck my dick method! Fucking look, they brought all these fucking lollies and furries with them. My god, these guys are clearly the best players. They know life it. That's how you know. That's how you know someone's no life and they're playing as a lolly or a furry. Pick one. Oh boy. Fucking I'm actually curious, like, as to, like, what a raid actually, like, entails in this, in Elder Tale, or in this real life version of Elder Tale. Like, how fucked would it be is, like, you just walk in and it's like, hey guys, congrats, this is a challenge rating 10. What's that, your average level is 8? Fuck you. And for those of you that have never played D&D, that means that it's doable. But at least a couple people are making some fucking death saves. You know what I'm saying there. I do like the new characters introduced, though. Like, that fucking, like, idol character, was her name, like, Tetra. Not just because it's the same name as my cat, who is over there, staring at a door. She just sits there just staring at, like, the door. And she'll sit there until someone opens it, and then she'll get confused, walk through, and then when the door closes, she'll do the same thing on the other side. Cats are fucking dumb, dog. Cats are fucking dumb, and I love them. Oh fuck! The tank's not maintaining aggro. Holy shit! Oh man. Why didn't anyone check the tank's fucking achievements? He's not maintaining aggro. What's his fucking build? Oh, it's a remix. So they took it. Oh my god! So they took a dungeon, and they just went like, fuck it, let's recycle it and copy paste. My god, the devs are lazy. Holy shit. The Abyssal Shaft. That's what the ladies call it. Fucking, I don't really want to know what orc jelly is. Orc jelly sounds like a euphemism for orc cum. You separated the Okay, so maybe this is like a UI thing. But that That actually, like, I don't like that. The first party is dedicated to the tanks. Ooh. Like this could just be me, but that's really that's really bad. Like the way I would do it, like back in the day, like when I played like WoW and shit, I'd have a tank in each party, like for 10 mans at least. 25 mans would be different, and I don't want to get into that right now. But I'd have a tank in each party, a dedicated healer in the second slot of each party, and then fill out the rest with DPS and then the raid healer. Because in World of Warcraft, at least at the time I'm thinking of, like that was basically the way you do it. Do 2 tanks, 2 tank healers, 1 raid healer, at least for 10 man. And by the way, before anyone gets upset at me for like ignoring what the fuck he's talking about right now, this is basic bitch MMO shit. Like none of this like matters to anybody who has played an MMO for more than 3 days. Oh damn, so you don't even go back to the cathedral. Well, that's useful at the very least. Come back, democracy! You're out. You're line of sighting the healers, you idiot! Physical damage increased. Did he? God, it must be absolute fucking nightmare for this, because it's like you have. Because I love she's just like riding on people's backs. I love it. I love her so much. Oh my god. She's me. When I played WoW, I played healers like all the time, and that is more or less a quote. I have deadass said that to someone before in a raid when they were being shitty about fucking me basically. So there was a raid, I forget which raid it was, but like basically like the boss would throw out like basically a line and it would randomly attach to people. And and the way you're supposed to do it is you're supposed to run behind the tank. Tank we had, or at least that's what strategy we use, and the tank was getting really upset because he didn't fucking realize, he didn't understand the fight, and I dead ass just said that to him essentially. Like, I'll keep you alive, just keep sacrificing yourself for me, asshole. Because he takes that damage, he goes down to 50% health. I take that damage, I die. And I'm a healer, so I'm not expendable like a DPS. Is this entire episode just going to be, hey, here's what a fucking raid is? Because I can just talk mad bullshit this entire time, because none of this is interesting. All of this is shit I've known since I was 7. That's an alright monster design, though. A little generic, but aight. That's what AoE effects do, retard! Have you never had a boss with a void zone? Have you never seen a fucking void zone before? God, Demicast is that guy. Demicast is that fucking DPS that didn't install a fucking aggro meter to make sure he didn't take aggro. He's just got 7 DPS meters running. Oh, it's a traveling boss. Neat. Usually there's a lot more ads when they move. That is dumb. Like, unless that's a translation error, that is the dumbest game mechanic I've ever heard. Like, usually, like, there are bosses that do change their attacks when they hit a certain health percentage, but usually it's not more powerful, it's just a different mechanic. In like, you know, like it would be before it'd be a line of sight thing. Now it's a aggro drop and pursue. You know, shit like that. Not more powerful. That's really stupid. All your tanks All your tanks are down, just wipe, idiot. All of these bosses have fucking aggro tethers? Wow. All the bosses they've run into have aggro tethers. Man, whoever fucking designed Elder Tale is a fucking idiot. This is the worst designed MMO yet. Like, from the raid perspective. Broken-ass raid mechanics. Fucking aggro-tethered bosses that don't lock you in. Like... Of course this fucking autist is like, nah, I got it exactly, Chief, I'm good. So if it uses... So if every 60 seconds it uses something that insta-kills 10 people, well, that just means you need your healers to fucking rotate damage cooldowns. Like, unless it is a true insta-kill, at which point, that's just bad boss design. You mean you assholes weren't doing fucking interrupts? Aren't these guys supposed to be some of the best raiders in the fucking game? And they weren't, but not only do they not know to get out of void zones, they also don't know how to fucking do interrupts on a boss? My god, Chief. Someone would fuck it. So they're just kind of like just skipping forward, huh? Just like, oh yeah, no, first boss was difficult, but we got it, we're going. Dozen tries. World first achievements popping up. God, oh god, this is a world first with a pug. This is a world first attempt with a pug. Holy shit. In any self-respecting MMO, this would never happen. I can't believe Democast is fucking dead. Oh, he's alive, damn it. Is anything gonna kill him? He's a really shitty player, but his DPS is good. That's really all I'm getting from this. What? You mean the further you go in a raid, the higher the difficulty gets? What? No, it's almost as if there's some progression or something. She's fucking great. New favorite character, right there. She can do no wrong. She can do no wrong. There are two flavors of healers in anime that I like. There's that selfish cunt that just wants eyeballs on her, and there's, you assholes, if I didn't have to keep you alive, I'd kill you myself. Those are the only two flavors of healers in MMO animes I like. I think I like the first one more, because the second one's getting a bit old. And it's not even that it's getting old because it's in shows, it's getting old because that's just how healers in fucking actual MMOs are. It's nice to get a bit of escapism once in a while. God, so they... God, so you have to use other players to do your repairs, and you need to have crafting on the go. Holy shit. What happens if they have to leave? Like, does the lockout stay or no? That's... Wow. So you have to wait, you have to waste, like... Okay, so I don't know how this works, but, like, raiding takes, like, even, like, low-level raids or easy raids, they take time. Like, soloing Black Temple will take the better part of 30 minutes. Right? And that's like a level 70, like, it's 40 levels below the current level cap. But then again, I last did it when it was 30, so maybe the time's gone down. But even then, like, there comes a point where those materials stop being useful, because there's only so much netherweave you can use at level 110. The amount is 0, because netherweave is useless. So as for, like, low-level materials, I'm assuming it means, like, not, like, low level as in you can solo it, but, like, low level as you still need a raid. So, like, in order to be ready to do the big raid, you need to waste time doing a raid you have on farm. Which means you're not making progression. And they outie. Your guild collapsed around you, idiot. Congrats. Man was just hungry to start raiding again, man. Man just wanted to raid. He wanted to get that fat loot, get them purples. Get his legendary quest progression. He's no more than a gamer. But alas, I live in a society. If it weren't for all this society, I wouldn't have this problem. Democracy angry. Can't even get his name right. Is he really upset? Is he really upset that the guy whose fucking class is based around support and buffs is doing support and buffs and fucking helping others? Really, my dude? I think you're just racist at this point. You gave him extra vegetables, you fucking asshole. Demi, no like veggie. I mean, seeing as he did nothing but pick on NPCs for the better part of a year, I'd say he's pretty much a coward. God, is Naotsku gonna cheat on his girlfriend with the idol? The answer needs to be yes. It's almost as if a raid leader being in a raid is, you know, it's better for him than administrating a fucking city. Huh. Yes, you should. Yes, you... Oh god, the curse of Akatsuki! Uh... God, she just appears out of people's flesh. How is she attached to him right now? It's like she's a fucking backpack. Holy crap. Like, is she just made of Velcro? That's someone's kink. And now remember, kids, going back to Earth, dumb idea. Don't bother. They're missing Christmas! I can't believe it. Why'd they go for this? They couldn't wait till after Christmas? My god. It's only the second Christmas they've ever done. Some bullshit. Think of all that mistletoe Akatsuki could fucking hide around his office. I can't talk to Marie while I have this idol attached to my dick. Be strong, Nozz. Be strong! Ah, yes. Legally distinct Christmas analog. Because you don't want to get sued by what, fucking Hallmark? Aww. Oh no. Like, I just really, yeah, unless your entire family was gamers. Like unless your family was gamers, you're in this shit alone. You got no family no more. No one to live with, no one to spend Christmas with. That's kind of fucked. Ceiling Akatsuki is watching you fap. Man, I'd go for some tea and snacks right now. Is he ever gonna take off his fucking bracers? Is he that proud of them? Everyone else is wearing their casual clothes, but Rudy's out here being like, no, the bracers stay on during sex. Okay, so you can go up for 4 ranks. Yeah, that's pretty standard for fucking MMOs, dog. Wait, you have to level up with crafting? Holy shit, how does anybody make fucking progression? You need to fucking rely on other players' crafting skill to level up. And you have to raid to get the materials to make the fucking skill to reach max level? What the how the fuck can this author be like on point for so much shit and then like basic shit is like game design suicide? What in the fuck? By the time you hit max level, you should have everything you need to go in a raid fucking stats, not stats wise, like abilities wise, if not gear wise. Holy shit. The fuck? Evil Santa? Is that what that is? Is there a world event where you need to kill Santa to get your Christmas presents? Is there a fucking world boss? Wasn't that a fucking plot point in Sword Art Online? Ugh. Like, as shitty as that show is, not gonna lie, that'd be pretty neat. Like, okay, imagine if you will, and I'm gonna use the Old Republic here because fuck it, I've been playing that more than I have any other MMO because I enjoy it more, and I can not raid in the SWTOR and still have shit to do. Fucking imagine if you will Life Day comes around. And you've got, like, all the Life Day shit, you know, hanging out with Wookiees and, you know, like, fucking throwing snowballs and giving presents and shit like that. But then you discover, on the planet Hoth, there's a new boss. It's a big white-furred Wookiee. And his name is some fucking, like, Shiriwook corruption of the word Santa Claus. You gotta get fucking 40 players together. And you have to fight him and kill him, and everyone gets a fucking Life Day themed piece of gear, like guaranteed. That would be the best. And since it's a Wookiee, you wouldn't even need to voice it. Just use generic Wookiee sound clips and have the subtitles be fucking Christmas related or Life Day related. It's because your gear's not good enough, Kotsky. Get good, PvP bitch. PvP player dating a goddamn PvE player, goddamn. Man, I can't believe fucking race war is happening now against the fucking NPCs. Does this mean Rudy's a race trader? Is that what that means? It's totally what that means, isn't it? Oh boy. Alright, so I enjoyed this episode for the most part, but I honestly think you guys know the part of this that I don't enjoy. Right? It's fairly obvious, right? Fucking... I really am not a giant fan of the way that just, like... Season 1, he was doing so good. Like, everything made sense, like, in a fucking game design and MMO thing. And even if it was something of standard MMOs, I could look at it through a game design, like, vision and be like, okay, that makes sense. I understand that. Is Gucci, Chief. You got it. It's fine. Right? But now it's like, he spent, how the fuck long, how long, hang on. Okay, so my boy spent 5 minutes. 5 minutes, almost 1/4 of this episode's runtime, explaining what the fuck a raid is. How is you in second season of Log Horizon, an anime based around an MMO or MMO setting, and you don't know what MMOs are? And you don't know how, like, things inside MMOs work. Like, and even then, like, it seems really lazy to just be like, okay, here is, like, a 5-minute explanation on what this thing is. That's lazy. Like, if you thought your audience was that fucking game illiterate, have it explained, like, the way, you know, like the people in the show know what it is, right? So have it, like, be like, I don't know, like, they're starting the raid and they go, like, okay, so Naotsugu and Dickshit McGee, you're our main tanks. Just keep, make sure you keep aggro. Make sure you keep fucking. Actually, they already explained what aggro is, right? We don't even need to explain aggro. Make sure you keep aggro off the healers. Yeah, and you could even have, like, some players, like, in the background too, like, they've only ever done dungeons, because they did explanation of dungeons fairly well. Like, you know, with the Shitter Squad last season, as much as I hate to give the Shitter Squad any credit whatsoever, you could have a player be like, hey, so how is this different from a raid? So how is this different from a dungeon? And you could just have someone be like, oh, like, and, you know, Shiro's, like, explaining shit to Naotsugu and everyone, like, you know, going over the plan. You could have someone be like, oh, well, the main difference is, well, instead of having one healer and one tank, well, now we need to have 2 tanks and about, like, 5 healers, because there's so much more of us and there's gonna be so much more damage coming out. That's it. 5 seconds. And then you cut back over to Shiro and the crew, and they're like, all right, there's our plan. In we go. And go from there. Like, you know, it seems really, really silly and, like, almost like talking down to the audience, you know? Like, I don't know. I don't really know, like, how best to describe it. I guess talking down is the best way, but yeah, like, there's no fucking way you are 2 seasons into a show about an MMO and you don't yourself know how to do MMO shit. But other than that, story-wise, I mean, I really like how this is going. I like how they're actually more or less sticking with the raid, and there's a little bit of like time skipping here. It's like, okay, here's our first boss. Hey, here's us struggling to overcome this boss, and then instead of just doing the same thing with the second boss, because it's sort of going to be a fuck ton of bosses, they're just like, okay, we had similar issue, but we figured it out the same way, and just bouncing through, and we're still getting like character moments, and we're going on through. So far it's good. And then after, and you know, it's like it's all characterization. We got Nozz feeling a little bit weird that he hasn't talked to Marie yet, because I guess they're dating now. You've got the idol Tetra being fucking adorable. I love her so goddamn much. She's my favorite. You know, Shiro is he's getting in the groove because you know he's a raid leader, and now he's finally getting to fucking lead a raid again. But also like he's worried about his home. You know, like it's good. Like you've got like a lot of really nice shit here. Like I don't know, it's good. He's wholesome, and we even like get to see a little bit inside Demikas's head. But we kind of already knew more or less what was going on there. They didn't really need to have him break it down. We understand that he hates. He doesn't mind Nyanta. He doesn't mind Nozz because they fight with their own hands. He hates Shiro because he's a leader and fucking he's a leader that leads from the back. Unlike Demikas, who sees himself as a leader that leads from the front, both of which are valid. Difference being is that Shiro can't just be fucking shot in the face because he's at the front line. Like, that's the difference between them, and that's fine. And we didn't need to see him be like, oh, that was an enchanter buff. You kind of guessed that because we saw that you had a buff, and then you look over to Shiro, whose staff just stopped glowing. You don't gotta be a genius to figure that out. Like, and I think that's definitely a big weakness of Season 2 so far, is that they'll do something that is subtle and is like the viewer can very easily suss this out, you know? It's like, oh, it's like, this is what a raid is. Like, fucking Demikas is mad because Shiro cast a buff on him. But, you don't gotta explain everything. Like, it seems really fucking wasteful to do so, because you fucking limited to a 22-minute fucking runtime. And if this is like a direct adaptation from the books, then, okay, fine. The book would have had the more, like drawn-out explanation, because the book doesn't have the benefit of visuals. But at that point, you can take the explanation given in the book, bake it into a visual, and remove the explanation, and you have the same effect, but it's more adapted to a visual medium. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be explaining this, because it's really basic, but fucking... That's the thing I've learned having done this for so long. I kind of have to, because... Oh god, like this is like the very basic storytelling shit, and it's just, I don't know, it baffles me that it's been getting wrong. And it double baffles me because the actual narrative itself is so fucking entertaining. So how is it that you have like side shit like that is just so incorrect? You know, like fuck. I don't know, like it's. I think that's. I really hope that, like, I know they've changed studios for this season, and I really hope that doesn't become like the fucking like thing of the season. You know, like really fun narrative bogged down and having points taken off by really clunky telling of that narrative. Like, you know, like that would be really bad because there's nothing that I don't want to say kills, because a good narrative can overcome anything if it's good enough. I mean, fucking Harry Potter books are good narratives, and they're told in, like, the fucking worst way possible. J.K. Rowling is not a good author. She's a good fucking storyteller. She's not a good author. That makes sense. Fucking, it's why a lot of people prefer the movies. Like, I like the books, but that's mostly just because I like books. And also, like, fucking, I don't know, the movies are kind of tainted by shit their actors did. And also, you know, the fact Ron gets all the disrespect, fucking... But yeah, like, that is something that does, like, hinder a good narrative, you know? Like, bad storytelling, it can kill a narrative that's good but not excellent, and it can hinder or even cripple, like, a really good narrative, like a fucking excellent narrative. And, I mean, right now, we're at the hinder part. I'm hoping it doesn't come to cripple. Because I don't want to have to see Log Horizon rolling around in a wheelchair, you know? That's just sad. That's like a puppy missing its front legs. That's just sad. Oh boy, but that's really all I gotta say about this. Episode good. Narrative in episode good. Visuals in episode good. Storytelling of episode bad. like a solid 8 out of 10. It would have been like a 9 or a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for just how fucking clunky it fucking was. Oh boy, but that's really all I gotta say, so let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, whether you liked it, disliked it, or you want to bring up something I left out, because that's entirely possible. Oh boy. And yeah, remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below, and if you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down in the description, and on the end card, on the list of all the people that keep the show alive. Especially seeing as everything's fucking shutting down because of the C virus. Holy shit, like right before I started recording this, I got an email saying, hey, you technically don't have a job until April 15th. Hope that Patreon's doing good, fucker. And I'm like, Oh boy, but yeah, it's fun. Yeah. But if you do become a patron, you get some. Not only do you keep everything, the show alive, and you get your name on the end. You also get some nice little perks that are listed on the patron page. Oh boy. Everybody, yes, as always, I am Nozz, and I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around.